Okay, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this thing that we've been talking about, uh, which is impulse buying. Buying games and other stuff that you didn't plan on buying. Why do we do that? Here's the psychology of it. Here we go. I'm not just going to talk about psychology because I don't know anything about it. I made notes. I got a little. So I'm going to be reading off this. I'm also going to be talking about games because I bought and actually played games. How about that? I looked some stuff up. I was watching Pattimus's video on her take on the thing. Is that she's buying films. She's not so much into gaming or buying games, but films. And she felt the same. Someone holds up a film and says it's good, and you go on eBay. You go on eBay while you're actually watching the video, and then going out to look for the film or whatever you want to. It's an impulse buy. That's what made me think of it. It's an impulse buy. It's like the candy at the at the cash register. That they put it there because, hey, you didn't think about buying that thing, but it's there and it's cheap and you want it, and there you go. It's impulse buying. So I looked some of that up. I looked up the psychology behind impulse buying. How does that work? Well, here's what I found, and I found it interesting, to say the least. There was stuff in there that I thought, that sounds like me. Part of this thing is your personality. Some people are more conscious of what others think of them. They're more image concerned. That's the pressure thing. You feel pressured into buying stuff. Others are maybe a little bit more sensitive than others, and it seems that these people find it harder to resist the urge to buy something. Some people are just unhappy. Sad. Some of those people start eating or drinking. Others buy games, or other stuff, whatever. The thing is, what happens is that when you have one of those personality traits and you see something that you want, your brain starts to act like you already own it. You know the feeling. You know what I'm talking about. So if you're already into the owning zone, why not buy it? The step is very small. But you need something else. And this is important. Because you have a connection with the product that you want. We're talking about games, it could be films, it could be whatever, airplanes if you're rich. So one of these connections can be if you're physically close. When you're in a store and you're holding the thing in your hand. I see guys on YouTube who go and visit people with a lot of games, and they have a stack of the stuff, and they stack it up first. If I watch the Game Chasers, and sometimes they go to a game store or a friend, and they let them in and rummage around the games, and they build up a stack of games first. They have a physical connection already with the game. That's important. But here's one that really that was really important for me, because you can also have a temporal connection. A temporal connection, you say? Yeah, a temporal connection means that it doesn't, or it won't take much time for you to acquire the game. Man, you know, that's eBay. That's PayPal. You click and you buy and it's done, you know? I mean, it doesn't... these games are usually cheap too, so hey. One other thing. There's a social connection. Others around you, your friends on YouTube, for instance, they already have the game. Why won't you just buy it? So, some of this is gonna, and I know this myself too, and I've seen it in others, and it's called buyer's remorse. You buy something that you didn't plan on buying, but you gotta have it. I need this. And you feel bad about it. And that's the thing, you know, that's the thing that we're talking about. But I was thinking, hey, you know, if you can pay the rent and you can buy something to eat, you know, what's the problem? And there's another thing that, you know, even if I just bought these games and all I did was make a YouTube channel about it and talk about it with people that, well, I don't really know, but, you know, I consider to be in my social atmosphere, you know, that's enough. That's enough for me. I'm having fun already. And I'm sitting here, it's after work, it's after midnight, and I'm talking to you guys. And I'm talking about games, so that's enough, you know, that's... So if it's really a problem for you, then all you can do is basically ask yourself, did I really need it? Did I plan on buying this game? And if the answer is no and you can't afford it, then, you know, forget it. Don't buy it. But for most of us, that's not much of a problem. I was talking to someone on YouTube the other day for who it did seem to be a problem. And he was faced with a choice of having to sell games or, you know, buy other important stuff. You know, that's a problem. So that's it. I'm putting it to bed. That's it. Gone. You know, I'm done with it. So here's part 2 of the videos. I bought some games and I actually played them. I've already shown this one. This is Key of Heaven for PSP. Which I played for a little bit. There's a little bit of gameplay that I want to show. What's its all kind of languages? It's a sword fighting game, and it's an RPG. It's an action RPG where you learn sword moves. The thing is, the game doesn't explain shit. You know, you have to find it out. I accidentally stumbled into the menu and I found out what I had to do in there. It was really difficult, so it's a puzzle in itself. The voice acting isn't bad. I mean, that's what I think. It's a nice game on the PSP. Can't see when it's... well, whatever. Nice, not bad. This one I bought... This is 3D.Game Heroes. Here's my problem. Someone on YouTube showed this, and I watched some game footage, and I looked it up, and I found it for not too much. I think $15, 20 maybe. And I bought it. I haven't played it. But it looks sort of Minecraft, Zelda-ish. It says 25 on the back, but that's not what I paid. I paid less. It's complete. It has the disc and the manual and stuff. I never read the manual, but I want it. I almost wanted to say I need it. I don't need it. This is pretty cool. I bought Tales of Symphonia for GameCube. Yes, I have a GameCube as well. But I can play it on the Wii if I want. It's a 2-disc game, and this is one of those titles that you hear everyone talk about, and it's supposed to be really good. And I put it in. I played the intro, and I can't tell you if it's good or not yet. But this is one that I wanted. I wanted to have this in my collection. I have a stack of other games that I really wanted in my collection, but I'm starting to play them. These games, we have a sort of Craigslist kind of deal out here, and there was a lady, she was a couple of houses down the street, and she was selling some of the PS3 games. So I got Uncharted 3 and Gran Turismo 5, both for the PS3. $6 each, which was really dirt cheap. At least I think. And you know what? I've been playing Gran Turismo again. I think for the third or fourth time. In not in arcade mode, but in, I think it's called GT mode or something. You know, where you actually develop your driving skills and that kind of thing. And I like this. This is just racing. Simple. I like racing. I don't like all racing games, but I like this one. So that's nice. I've been actually playing that game, and I also have it for the PSP and for the PS2. It doesn't exist for the PS1, does it? But I have this, and I'm gonna play this too. I've also been playing my my DSi XL and Lego Star Wars. I got sucked into that one. That was good. You know, I don't know which one it is because it's a downloaded game, so I don't have the disc or anything. It's a Lego Star. I played through level 1, and you can use the Force, and you can use a lightsaber, and I was sort of figuring out how it works. And this is a game that explains how it works. But meanwhile, the game goes on in the background, so I'm getting my ass handed to me in the background while I'm reading what the fuck I'm supposed to do. But it was funny. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. I'll see you guys next time if I buy some other games or I have some other wild thought, or I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed talking to you guys on YouTube in the comments. You know, that's part of the reason why I'm here. So see you guys next time. Bye bye.